All right. So the first mistake I see women making are tracking net carbs. So go to settings, go to diary settings, and make sure the second option is off. If it is turned on, you'll be eating more than you realize, which is not what we want. Okay, the next issue I see women making is they add their exercise calories. Turn these off. So manage step tracking. Do not track steps, bottom option. And then manage exercise calories. Keep them off, 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 okay? Your exercise step activity calories should already be in your MyFitnessPal. If you add them again, you'll most likely pull yourself out of a deficit. Okay. The third and biggest issue I see is women are not pre-planning their macros for the day. You can do this the night before or the morning of, so let's go ahead and do it right now. So this is what is in my coffee right now. I have this every single morning. Okay, so first thing I do is I start with protein. So I have 134 grams of protein left. Perfect. So I'm going to exhaust my protein all the way down to about 20 grams because other foods have protein as well. So first and foremost, and go ahead and do this with me. Let's fill up our protein. So I have 20 grams of protein with cottage cheese for breakfast. I'll go ahead and do 175. Okay. I have lots of rotisserie chicken in the fridge. So I'm going to go ahead and have that for lunch and dinner. Cool. I still have 53 grams. Okay. Well, I know that I'm going to want a perfect bar because they're so yummy. And it has a little bit of protein, 17. I have 36 left. So now I just I open my fridge. I'm like, okay, what else do I have? I have hard-boiled eggs. I have egg whites. Ooh, I have smoked salmon. So let's add some smoked salmon here. And I'll probably do, let's go for 3 ounces. Perfect. Now there's 20 left. Okay. Now I'm going to go fill my carbs. We want to aim for about 500 grams of vegetables per day. Okay. So let's go fill our vegetables. All right. So cottage cheese, I'm actually going to have a bagel. So I probably won't have veggies for breakfast, which you should if you can. Okay. So for lunch, I have mushrooms in there. Let's just go ahead and do 75 grams. And then I also have some Brussels sprouts in there, the Pure Vita ones from Costco. I'll go ahead and do 150 grams of actually I'll do 125. Oops. So that is 200 grams of vegetables for my lunch. For my dinner, I believe I also have some broccoli in here. And then I'll go ahead and throw up 200 grams. So that's 400 grams. That's close. Again, aim for 5, but I'm not having vegetables in my breakfast. Oh, but you know what? I just bought some snap peas. So I will have 100 grams of snap peas. Bam, that equals my 500, which is beautiful. Look at that, 6 grams of protein left. Perfect. Okay. So I have my vegetables in there. Now you want to add your fruit. I want you to aim for about 200 to 300 grams of fruit per day. I personally have frozen cherries, frozen blueberries, and bananas. So I'll go ahead and add into my snacks a banana. It depends. I usually weigh my banana, but you can even put like 1 large banana. That's totally fine. Okay, 1 large banana. Perfect. So let's just say that's about half my fruit. Let's see, for lunch, for dessert, I could do, actually, I'll go cherries today. Frozen cherries. And I'll do 150. And then I like to add a little bit of honey in my cherries on top. Okay, perfect. All right, so I have all of my fruits and veggies. For dinner, I might add a little bit as well, but we'll see. Okay, so now for lunch. So I have 30 grams of carb for lunch, 7 grams of fat, and 36 grams of protein. But all I have is chicken and veg. So I'll probably add a little bit of barley. I have some barley cooked up right now. And I'll just probably, so millimeters and grams are about the same. I'll probably just do 80. Perfect. Okay, that looks great to me. That's a pretty hearty lunch. And then I got some good dessert. All right, so broccoli, I have corn on the cob cooked right now. I do it's almost like a half size for 96 calories. Look at that, -1 protein. Excuse me, I'm just gonna keep filling it up. And then if I need to adjust anywhere, I easily can, especially like the smoked salmon. I can just bring this down to 2. So this is where it's just like a little bit of plug and play. For our clients, we want people within 2 to 5 grams over or under on every macro to indicate compliance. So like 4 grams of protein, that's perfect. That's compliant. So I have chicken, broccoli, corn on the cob. I'll go ahead and probably add some yum sauce to my chicken and broccoli. Okay, now I have lots of carbohydrate left. So I'm gonna add in my very hearty bagel that I had today. I normally wouldn't tell someone to have 56 grams of carbohydrate for breakfast, but it is a pre-lift for me and I have a ton of carbs, so that's okay. See, look at that, -5 protein already. And then I had some whipped cream cheese. I believe I had 38. Cool. All right, so I'm going to just pop over to my lunch and dinner and drop my chicken down to 3 ounces each. Perfect, now I'm back in compliance. All right, so my dinner, I can add definitely a little bit of carb here. I have a ton of corn on the cob at home, so, and it's just my son and I, so I'll just eat 2 of them. Now that's perfect. And now I have a little bit more carb. Okay, so what do I have for snack? I have a piece of fruit, snap peas, a peanut butter perfect bar, smoked salmon. Okay, well, what's something that I could eat with smoked salmon? You could have a piece of bread, crackers. I'll probably do some frozen, excuse me, blueberries because I love the nutrients from the blueberries. So I'm actually gonna go 200 grams of blueberries. And I'm also going to put a little bit of honey on top of my blueberries. Bam. That's just shy of compliance. So I'm just going to bring that up. And now I will never waste fat. I have 6 grams of fat. So I'm probably going to put it in my yum sauce. Beautiful. Look at that. 4 grams of carb left, 3 grams of fat left, 2 grams of protein left. Completely ignore the calories. That's actually a bonus mistake that I see people making is if you're not tracking alcohol, you can completely ignore calories. Completely. Just focus on your macros, okay? All right, great. Now we have lots of great options, lots of good fiber in there. Let me know what questions you have.